to talk about why we've stopped talking to each other when the camera's off. Like, what's happening to our relationship. We're all real nice on camera and then we don't talk. No.
How are you?
By the looks of me, about 4 years off a stroke.
Oh dear.
How you going?
I'm not looking the best either.
Yeah, I reckon you're looking pretty good. I need a shorter seat so we can level out. What if I do this?
Do you find that sometimes you think, I don't know if it's just a women thing.
A woman thing?
A woman thing.
Mm.
But some of my friends and I get into this thing where if we're just thinking, like we have our idea in our head of who's taller in the group.
Oh yeah, okay.
And it's not accurate.
Oh really?
It's
based on pecking order. Yeah, weird. Yeah, I had a friend that I saw that I hadn't seen in years. I said, "Oh, you're as tall as me. I didn't think you were that tall." I thought, "You probably leveled up to you, bust."
Yeah. But it's interesting, isn't it? Like you base their height on your esteem for them.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, it probably is true. Because now I think about it, there's people I really respect, and they're a lot shorter than me, but I don't really see them that way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. And I don't see myself as that tall.
Yes.
Yet I'm pretty tall. Like,
Yes.
I'm not ridiculously
but
tall.
You're tall.
But, yeah. But I walk around like this.
Yeah. When you get, like, I was just going to say, when you get to a certain state, wideness is more the issue than tallness. It's all relative.
Oh, yeah. I felt, when I lean back like that, I feel skinnier. I feel like, oh, I just dropped 10 kilos.
Because you're further back from the camera.
Yeah.
You're looking pretty good. I love when you walk past a shop front that makes you look skinny.
Yeah.
And it's really debilitating when you walk past a normal shop front that's just accurate.
Okay. I can't say I've noticed a skinny shop front. Even if there was a skinny mirror, I'd still look like a bit of a chunk, I think.
Maybe.
I don't know. How would it make you skinny? Is it curved? Is it convex? Or?
I don't know. I saw it on a Peppa Pig episode once.
Oh, okay.
Concave, convex.
What sort of love language are you into these days? Is it the same language you were into before, or has it changed?
It's changed.
It's changed. No.
Do you remember? Do you remember what my love language was?
I thought it was food and presents. That's a bit mean, Ricky?
It's very mean.
Wasn't it service love and gifts?
I thought it was words of affirmation many years ago.
Was it?
I thought so.
Oh, okay.
Did you not realise that? You've just been giving me food and gifts.
Do you think I would have picked up on it when you said to me, "No more necklaces, Ricky"? I don't like your fucking necklaces.
Yes. Oh, you have the worst taste in jewellery.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty good. Maybe I should face you more. Get better body language going. It's all about body language.
You know how we said it was 80%? Well, you said 70 to 90% body language.
I just rounded it out because I wasn't sure.
And I said it was 80%. Well, I was doing a bit of research on that, and there's a bit more of a differentiated like there's a bit more of a range, I mean. Because there's certain percentage is based on inflection, like tone, and so like there's non-verbal and verbal communication, and definitely like the verbal communication is very small, but there's still
like the words themselves.
But
the actual pitch and
So that was interesting.
That's what I wanted to talk about. We were talking the other day about Elon Musk.
Yeah.
And how I sort of thought that he wasn't interested in the deal because of the bots and not giving real figures.
Yeah.
But this article I read said that he's already tied into the deal, and to get out of it, to break that contract, it cost him $1 billion.
Yeah.
But he can get out of it if they're being unreasonable or not within the guidelines of the rules.
Yeah.
So what he's doing is asking them to do stuff that as soon as they won't deliver, he can say, well, that's a broken agreement. Yeah, like he's not handing over all the information, because he needs to know everything about that business to be able to buy it. And if they're not being honest or withholding information, so this article sort of put forth the idea that it's a way of breaking the deal without incurring a fee.
Why would he want to break the deal? It's a great deal.
Is it, but?
What of money you get? Is it Twitter or what is it?
Yeah, Twitter, but he paid more than market value for it.
Yeah, but he can afford it.
I don't know.
It's money for him.
I don't know. Maybe he just wants to lower the price. I don't know. What's really going on in these guys' heads? Have you been fishing? We went fishing together, didn't we?
Yeah.
In Burrendong? Is that the only time we've been fishing, or we've been down the river too, have we? No? Me and Will used to do a bit of fishing back in the day. We've cut that out of our... When we get together. Will's my son.
Yeah.
He once caught a really big carp.
Good.
A really big carp.
What did you do with it?
I wasn't there. He caught it with his pop.
Oh.
That's the biggest fish he's caught.
Yeah.
Is a big carp.
Yeah.
I suppose that's not really information for the people, is it?
Yeah. We don't need to talk about it if it's not for the people.
Yeah, okay. What am I going to say about fishing? Am I being boring, am I?
No, you're alright, love. We just talk.
You just talk.
It's like reality TV. The camera just happens to be there.
Yeah. What was I going to talk about fishing? Did you enjoy fishing?
No.
No. Not many women do they?
It's a certain type of woman in my head that would enjoy fishing.
Okay. I think even blokes who enjoy fishing really enjoy going to the river and having a beer. That's what they enjoy doing. And while they're there, they might catch a fish.
And is it the thing that because you have to be quiet, it's like, women, you can't be here?
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, probably. But it's all right being quiet on your own. But I've been like out fishing with people before, and it just turns into a party, and there's people fishing going, "Shut up, scare the fish," and everyone's like, fuck the fish. Are you... Stretch, move about.
If Tony Robbins came to Dubbo,
Yeah.
would you see him?
It depends on the ticket price. I'm sure it'd be alright, but he's still a bit of a shill,
Yeah.
Like, he's got some good stuff. Like, he'll throw in anything that's helpful, but
Yeah.
he's selling people a dream at the same time.
Yeah. Do you mean an unrealistic dream, or
Yeah, like something that is only going to be achieved by a certain number of people.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not repeatable.
Oh, well,
Replicable.
I've watched the video of these shows, but I can't really remember what goes on. I'm just making assumptions here, but a lot of this stuff that these guys do is about living your best life through gaining independence through wealth.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So it's more a business course, is it? Or is it a lifestyle course? Or is it a mental health?
It's probably getting your head into the gear so you can live your best life and and be able to actually have the mindset to do that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like breaking down the barriers, which is a real thing, but you know, at the end of the day, you got to have the skill, and anything that you want to work at that's going to be a payoff is going to be hard work, and you got to be lucky, or otherwise it's just a scam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like cheap, like easy money is a scam.
Yeah.
Because you're not doing nothing for it. You're not creating wealth by any... I mean, you can get rich, luckily, by doing stuff, not too much, but that's a rarity.
Well, what about crypto?
Crypto. Yeah, well, that's a scam.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
It's a Ponzi scheme. So
yeah, okay. Yeah.
It's just... You just got to be... You can't... You got to be the first one in them and not be the last one holding the bag in crypto.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. If you went to a Tony Robbins what's it called, seminar?
Yeah.
Would you do the run through hot coals thing?
Yeah. If it was really dangerous, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. But would you do it?
Yeah, I'd do it at half speed to prove you wrong.
You don't have any interest in going skydiving or doing any bungee jumping?
No, I'm not an adrenaline junkie. Are you? You have gone skydiving, haven't you?
Yeah, tandem skydiving, yeah.
Tandem, alright.
Yeah.
Was the bloke a bit handsy, or was he a gentleman? Or is that inappropriate to say? Did you enjoy that experience?
All I can think about is being strapped to this van now. Did you enjoy that experience? Yeah, I loved it.
Was it something you enjoy after you do it, or something you enjoy when you do it?
Oh, it's more a skiting thing. Like,
yeah. Okay.
Like when you're in conversations with people and you're like, oh, 2 truths, 1 lie. Oh, I went skydiving. Truth.
But were you shit scared?
No.
You weren't?
I was more scared that I was going to pee my pants when I was...
Oh, okay.
That was what I was scared about. I was thinking, am I going to wet myself and therefore the person that's strapped to me? So.
But were you scared of wetting yourself because you were so scared that you'd wet yourself?
I just didn't know what would happen at that velocity.
Okay. Whether things would give way.
Yeah, I don't know what my body does when I'm speeding down.
Well, do you know they used to worry back in the days when they first got these motorised cars and that women's...
Like cars?
Yeah. Like motorised, cars.
Yeah.
That women couldn't travel over 50 miles per hour or something because their uterus would fall out or something. Their uterus couldn't handle those sort of,
Makes a bit of sense.
I'm hearing that.
I'm actually a bit worried that we haven't brought that back. Yeah. It's scary though, isn't it? Because like every generation has something that they got wrong.
Oh yeah, sure.
And because it's always in the past, you think, oh, silly people in the 80s, silly people in the 60s, silly people in the 40s. But it's like, what are we doing silly now?
Mm. And people have got a lot of answers about that, but you'd be a game man to predict it without 20 what is it called?
Hindsight.
Hindsight, yeah, without hindsight.
Yeah.
Without seeing it out and seeing how things work out, play out.
Yeah.
What have we got going on this week?
What's the end of the week?
I mean, in the next 7 days.
Grace is sick, so we'll stay at home.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be bound to do recording and editing.
So we're just going to do what we've been doing. Are you going to go out, or are you too busy recording and editing to
It'll have to be a good
live your normal socialite existence?
Yeah. I never understood, like, when gamers have that thing where, like, they let go of all their hygiene and they just really lose themselves in the game.
Yeah.
Until now.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. Because you've been doing editing and you're really immersed in it.
Yeah.
And you said that yesterday you put it on a time. Well, yesterday you put it on a timer for how long?
12 minutes.
And
to put some chicken nuggets in the oven.
Yeah. And you...
I thought that it started ringing after what I imagined was 2 minutes. I thought, my mobile's broken.
Yeah.
I set the timer for 2 minutes rather than 12 minutes.
Yeah.
I put my finger in the oven and thought, oh, no, those chicken nuggets are a bit warm.
Yeah. So you experienced flow.
For the first time.
Yeah. That's brilliant.
Have you experienced flow much? You always experience flow, don't you?
I don't know if I do or don't.
But isn't there some indicator like that?
I don't know if I do these days. Like, I get stuck into things, but I don't know that I'm that deep into it.
Yeah.
But I used to.
Yeah. What were you doing when you experienced flow?
What was I doing? Don't know, the same stuff I do now, but just, I don't know. I don't know what I need, but I'm sure I'm wrong. No. I don't know, Mum. Maybe I do experience flow all the time, where I'm in the zone and just doing stuff. But see, I only have it. What I mean is, I used to have an attention span where I could stick at stuff for a while, like an hour or two period or whatever. Yeah. But now I'm like, I have to break it up. I've only got a short attention span before I get sick of something, and then I have to have a little break and then move back into it.
Yeah.
I just need that break. I just don't have the capacity, and that's why I can't watch a lot of movies, because I just sit there and I go, look on my phone or something like that. But I must admit, it's more about not being engaged.
Yeah.
Because if I'm watching something I'm engaged in, I'll sit there the whole time.
Yeah.
And I'll be needing to do a pee, and I'll be like, I can hold this.
Yeah.
If you're at the movies and you need to go to the toilet, do you hold it the whole time?
The whole time, yeah.
Do you?
What if you go out and you miss something?
It's too uncomfortable for me. I think I'm not putting my poor wanger through all this discomfort. It'll probably break the pipe system.
It's about the cost as well. Like, you spent $10 on a movie ticket.
Yeah, but I'm not that precious with movies that I think, well, if I miss this bit, do I really care? You know what I mean? Like, even with movies that I'm really keen on, I think, that's something I can find out about later when I rewatch it again in the future and go, I don't remember this bit.
I've got a big fear of missing out on when someone recount something that I've missed out on, that I've missed out something that they didn't explicitly explain every detail that I missed out on. Like, for example, if I missed out on 10 minutes of movie, I'd want you to have 10 minutes of dialogue with me equal to the amount that I missed out on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you just said, if it was 10 minutes that I missed out on and you just said 2 minutes worth of conversation, I would have been like, I'm missing out on something else there, and you've forgotten, and you're not a reliable narrator of that movie. But that's what I'm like. So you wouldn't believe this, but when I was at school, I was athletic.
Yeah. No, you told me that.
Yeah.
Did I laugh too hard when you said that last time?
Oh, well, you just don't believe that I was.
No, that's not true.
Okay.
I just thought you were a bit unco, that's all. I thought...
Well, I was athletic, like in things that you don't have to be unco about, like running.
Okay.
I wasn't. Yeah.
But did your arms go like that when you ran, or did they just go like this?
Anyway, what I'm saying is, I was able to get in the next like zone and state carnivals.
Yeah.
But I would rig it so that I'd get a third place.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to spend time away from the books at school because I was scared that if I got somebody's notes from the class that I missed, it wouldn't be comprehensive enough. They wouldn't have covered exactly every minutiae detail.
Yeah.
That the teacher had said.
Oh, Mum, you're a worry.
Yeah. And so I wanted to get third because first and second went to the next level, but third you still got a ribbon. So third was essentially my first.
Is that your excuse for coming third, but?
No, see, you don't believe me. Seriously.
No, it's because I used to tell myself that I could be the best at school.
Yeah.
But I wasn't. So I've got to leave it. You know what I mean? I didn't study, so I can't say I would have been the best.
I would slow down in cross country so that someone would overtake me.
Oh, okay.
If anyone from school's watching this, don't pick up that I'm lying. No, I feel like it's the truth. I don't feel like I have that such high self-esteem that I would make that up.
Okay. Do you need high self-esteem to lie? I thought you'd have low self-esteem to lie.
Oh, in this case, I think you'd have to have some sort of bravado about you to think that you'd be capable of coming first, but make up a story to say what I just said.
Oh, okay. I think that's more of a low self-esteem thing.
Oh, well, that got me.
No. It's okay, Mummy. You would have come first. Remember that time that we raced and you said, I'm going to beat you, and I won?
Yeah.
And then I had a car crash, and then I've never beaten you since?
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember that time?
Yeah, but that was a different story. I had like 40 kilos extra.
Yeah, I know. You were...
Loafy.
You come out of hospital and they medicated you and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. No, that's all right. I used to think I was good at basketball, but the problem was that I'm unco on the left. It's like my right is pretty coordinated, but my left is underdeveloped.
Yeah, but you just use your right.
You can't in basketball. I used to try and be the point guard, which I shouldn't have been because I had no place being the point guard.
I don't know what a point guard
The point guard delivers the ball up and makes sure it doesn't get stolen to the other end and then passes it off. And I was a fucking gun passer. Yeah. Except I passed too hard. Like I put too much force in it, so it's hard to catch my ball. Yeah. But if I was really challenged, they could take the ball off me because I didn't have control of both hands. I could only shield myself with my left and run with my right. Yeah. So I'd be pushed to one side of the court rather than I couldn't go to the left side and be pushed down that side of the court and then cross over. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'd lose momentum and they'd get the ball off me. Mm. But I was that delusional that I thought, I'm the best passer. I should be point guard.
And so did you advocate for yourself to be point guard?
Yeah.
You bullied your way into being a point guard.
Oh, well, it depends when. Like, I wasn't given much of a run at school. But I got 100%, like, 100% of my shots went in during Ashley Cup. Because I only took 2 shots and I got both of them. So I got a 100% record. I wasn't given... But just with friends, I'd go and say, I'm point guard or whatever. Yeah. And they'd let me, but they were probably frustrated because they're like, give it to someone who doesn't... who can dribble.
I wish that adults could play handball regularly.
Yeah. You a fan?
I love handball.
Kevin Rudd loves handball. He'd give you a go. He's a big handball fan.
Australian handball. Like as in the Olympic sport handball or just normal handball?
Yeah, handball in schools. A tennis ball or a rubber ball with cement squares. Yeah. Yeah, but it's always like you get it low and then you scratch it and then you get it to skim along the ground and out you get. Go to the top square and just keep, pass it. wait until it gets low to the ground and go.
But then you go rolls.
Oh, is that what it? I don't know. I've forgotten the terminology.
Yeah, there's ace, king, queen.
Yeah,
Dance,
I know about that.
And then there's rules like rolls or lines or double doubles and stuff like that.
And a double bleaker where you have to lean back and put it around the back of your head and go.
You wake the kid.
Oh, sorry. You like that one, people? That's a Ricky Brown special. I bet I was out of camera. They couldn't even see my stupid arm.
Yeah.
Oh, that was worthless.
Yeah.
Oh, what time is it, Mum?
7.
Feels like fucking midnight.